Alright, y'all, welcome back. Random TV Reviews, your girl Lynette.
Your boy, Stanley.
I don't even know why y'all getting this review because we said we're gonna do this on Thursdays, but what had happened was
Empire didn't come on.
Right. So I was like,
I stayed 2 weeks.
I stayed on, got my work clothes
Yeah,
still
we
on.
was ready. We was ready. It was like, yes, Empire come back on. I said Empire. Empire coming back on tonight. Look at World Series is still on.
I said, well, shoot, I might as well do this.
Now we're going.
But let's go ahead and do the house rules. Major key alert. Major key alert. Shout out to the cousin Jedi. I actually meant to do this last night.
Indeed, indeed.
And he said he gonna take me out the wheel and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and y'all stretch your hands of prayer over there to my cousin the Jedi. He been under the weather. He's been dealing with something, a past injury that's trying to reoccur. But we're gonna cancel that. We're gonna go ahead and cancel that. And my sis Quenisha, she's preggers. And she's preggers with a little boy. But she said keep her in prayer. And Cassandra Thompson wanted me to give her daughter Maya a shout out because she got perfect scores on her ACTs.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
Hallelujah.
Congrats.
All right, so
Great
next
job.
to nothing, Rob.
But I want to say this before you get started.
Go ahead.
This was an awesome episode right here. It was an awesome
They
spoke to so many issues that we deal with.
And so many issues that we really we knew but we didn't think about. You know what
exactly.
I mean? But we're gonna break it down. Hopefully this don't be long.
Hey, I love y'all for it, man.
Yeah, so we see Aunt Vi, she goes out to the door and she's looking at the damages of the hurricane or whatever. To me, it looked like an average day in Virginia, but to her, it was really bad.
It was a mess.
So Hollywood even was like, you know what? We done been through worse.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing that a little elbow grease can't
handle.
But this ain't about this. This is really not about this. This ain't about the garden that she put this on. None of that. This is about Aunt Vi finding Aunt Vi right now. Yeah. And that's basically what I got of the whole situation.
Yeah, because everybody is consuming her time. And pretty much, she had talked about kind of the episode going ahead of things.
Go ahead.
That she pretty much carried the weight of the family on her all her life. And she thought that was her purpose, was to help people. But nah.
So many people do that though.
They do that.
Or they put that responsibility on
themselves. Yeah.
No, or on you.
Yeah.
And then therefore it changes the purpose of your life. You know what I mean? Like you kind of twist your way to appease everybody else.
Well, my motto, I can only help you as much as you want to help yourself.
Hello.
So, you know, I can't put my quarter in. You ain't never put your dime in. That's deep right there. I might charge you for that. This ain't Greenleaf, but go ahead and drop that offering down there in the comments field right there.
Hello.
Yeah.
So everybody gets to work. They get to they get who? Blue, even Blue out there working.
Blue out there working.
Got Micah, Nova, and they all out there trying to get this garden together or whatever.
That's one thing I can say. I can speak from black folk. When all hell hit the fan, we know how to come together and make some stuff happen. I just hate that we do that in tragedy. Why can't we just do that on a regular basis? But yeah, they're hooking it up.
But we said that too about our community too. Like we don't live in an all black community by far. Nah. I think it's maybe 3 of us down here. But in the midst of tragedy, like if we have a storm or a hurricane or something, that's how we meet our neighbors.
Yep. Tragic situation.
We wave at each other, whatever. But let something happen up out here. All of us out there.
But it makes you wonder if it's really a move of God. A move of God. Like, you know what? Y'all been probably putting on our heart to make it happen. We always talking about it, but you never do it. So God just stepping and be like, you know what? Let me go on. Boom. You know, not saying that he sent the tragedy, but in the midst of the tragedy happen, he can use it, you know, for our good.
And because of that, y'all, we done got our roof fixed for $75. We get our gutters cleaned for free.
Yep.
Whatever the Spanish guy down the street clean his gutters, he come down here and clean ours.
Jump on top of the roof.
Just jump on top of the roof.
Matter of fact, we told y'all, I don't know, we told y'all last time he got to clean the gutters, but we had some limbs hanging on top of the house that was swaying across the shingles, and he was like, if we don't get these off, y'all gonna have to replace the shingles. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take that for you.
He said, I'll be back.
So he went to go look for some loppers. He ain't have them. I said, you know what? I got some, player.
He said,
I'm
done.
So I said,
try to pay him and he won't take it.
Yeah.
He will not take anything from
you. He would not take it.
So, yeah, that was a rabbit hole. But like Thick Chick Vlog said, I just went right into a rabbit hole.
But it's going to lead us into this situation tonight too, though.
Yeah. So then we see Boogie and Kiki came through.
Boogie. I told her now. I said, y'all remember on King's Economy when Steve Harvey took that guy's coat?
Boogie.
And his name was Boogie. He said nothing about you says I or T. And you said you don't care about the coat?
Computer or school.
Yeah, computer or school. He said, "Would you not caring about the coat? That further lets me know what it is that you really do."
So, immediately we saw that old Micah had a good old eye for old Kiki over there. I said, "Oh, so you went from the vanilla over there to the rich chocolatey goodness."
Yeah, 'cause ain't nothing like that chocolate, buddy.
Hello.
My dad used to tell me, blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. That's what he used to tell me.
I'm not the darkest, but I'm sweet.
Yeah, you definitely sweet, baby.
Go.
Yeah, cut this camera off.
So, Kiki ain't for Micah though. She with him, but she not with him.
She dissing him like a mug, man. She dissing him.
She was like, cause he got scared at one point cause he heard a gunshot. He was like, "Whoa, what's that?" She was like,
"It's a gunshot."
He said, "I shot guns before." She said, "Paintball don't count."
Yeah.
None of that count. So did you go to like surfing school or something like that?
Come on, man.
He said, "Well, yeah, I did go to surfing camp
in Malibu." She said, "I do it."
So they hit it off. I said, "Lord,
but that's how we feel back then. When you like somebody, you just start dissing them and joining.
You play hard to get.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So then she was like, "Look, go ahead, follow me on IG, Kiki Twirls."
Kiki Twirls.
Why I sat there on my goddamn phone doing this, and I said, "Let me just type this up to see if this is real." Why somebody had opened that joker up while I was watching it? 0 followers, 0 yeah, they were followers, 0 people, 0 followers. I refreshed my screen, they had 6 followers
already. And probably by tomorrow, they probably have 1,000.
Y'all check it out, Kiki Twirls. They have it's crazy. I said, why didn't they coin this for this freaking?
They probably didn't even think about it. Or they might have been like, let's see who gonna open the account.
I should have jumped on it. Like, send some traffic right back over here to this channel.
Indeed.
So Vashi and her feelings, because Darla still at the house. She was like, "Look, this wench made it through the storm with us.
Why she got still
to
here?
Go." But Ralph Angel was like,
the roads is closed. She can't go nowhere. I mean, it's true.
I don't know.
I still don't trust her. I still don't trust her.
I don't even.
You got to prove yourself to me.
I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, we went on that tip last week.
So this is the part where it started getting real for real.
It got real right here.
So we got Remy, Ralph Angel, and Charlie. They going out there to assess the damages of the cane seed because they already knew that there was like 17 inches of water. And, you know, although Remy was like, "Look, my seed was built for this," we still need to go out there and see what it is because we still may have to pump the water off or whatever. So while they out there doing that, Charlie sees a body.
Yeah. And she lose it. I would have lost it too.
So then when we see the camera pan over to the left, there's another goddamn body. 2 dead bodies on their hand. And I said, oh my God. Oh. So then we see the camera switch on over with Ralph Angel up in the goddamn house with our vibe. She said, "Look, honey, you need to go out there and talk to the deputies." I was with Ralph Angel on this. He was like, "I don't know nothing about nothing." He said, "Look, I done been in the joint before." Yeah. The further I'm away from them knuckles out there, the closer, the safer eyes be in this house. But she told him right though. She said, "With you back here hiding, it look like you're guilty, like you know something. You trying to hide it." Yeah. So yes, I understand it both ways because you know we always be trying to get away from the cops. That's true. So long story short, the deputy told Nova and Charlie, said, "Look, basically, you have probably an undocumented worker." Undocumented workers are like walking ATM machines. They don't have they're not supposed to be here. So they don't have means of legally protecting their money. So they're easy targets to be robbed at any time. So we're looking at a homicide on our hands. Yep. And I was like, you know what? I never really thought of it like that. Nah. You know? You know, I was like, dang. So it makes you wonder, makes you understand why we have the immigration laws. Kind of. But it's kind of two sides to the coins. But I never get into it now. Yeah, I ain't never understand, you know, them not being protected like that. Yeah. So then when he said it was a homicide, I was like, immediately I thought that they got caught out in the field because of what Charlie told them to do. Yeah. And the storm killed them, but no, it was a homicide. So I'm like, okay, who want to rob them? I mean, they ain't really got no money like that. I mean,
you ain't paying them that too much money to do that job.
Yeah, because y'all saw in the last episode that she was paying them in cash.
Yeah.
So we already knew that you was paying them under the table.
Exactly.
You know, doing what you do. So now we got Charlie all up in her goddamn feelings because she was like, look, at one point, the deputy had asked for their names. And not nail person knew these people's names.
Not nail.
And it take you back, and I hate to keep going back to like slavery or whatever, where it just felt like you were a worker.
Yeah, you were just
had
a worker.
one purpose. We didn't care nothing about you.
Not we, they
They,
didn't care
I mean,
nothing about
but
us.
speaking of now,
yeah,
it's like they don't care anything about you, your property.
Yeah, that's what.
Because that's kind of how she treated them. While she was like, "Look, y'all go back out there and finish and do what you gotta do." But yeah, they didn't know the names. So Charlie is now really, it's coming all together for her now. And I was like, I ain't trying to be funny, but not to add salt to the wound, but part of this is on you. You're gonna have to own this.
Yeah, you do.
So she's talking to Nova, and she told Nova, she was like, look, you know, I'm a bad person. So Nova's trying to talk some sense into it. It was like, look, this is not your fault.
Oh, you are not God.
And she was like, you know, when someone's number is up, it's
ain't
up.
nothing you can do.
I disagree.
Now,
I always disagree with that.
I agree with it to a certain extent. At certain. And when I say a certain extent, sometimes you can do some stuff to F yourself up.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So you can't
send
tell
yourself to an early grade.
Yeah. So if I go and jump off of a bridge right now, they'd be like, you know, your time was up.
No.
You
know what's called?
No.
No.
I did something that equates to you're dead.
So you can do something to yourself, or somebody can do something to you.
And your number ain't up. But you on the enemy's territory, so that's why I say always stay ready.
Yes.
So
indeed.
so she was like, look, their number was up. It is what it is. And she was like, look, Remy tried to tell me not to send them back out in the field, but
I wouldn't listen.
And he tried to stop me. But anyway, so then Charlie goes into confessional mode. She was like, I'm such a bad person. You remember the prostitute that was having an affair with my husband? I was the one who leaked her name out to the press.
And I ruined her life.
Ruined her life. Those players did rape her, though. But look at what I did. So Nova said, look, you had a card to play.
You did what you had to do.
And you did what you had to do. Well, kind of. Because she did what she had to do because she didn't know.
She didn't know, yeah. She believed her husband.
She believed her husband.
Which rightfully so. That's what she was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rightfully so.
She was right to die. But then she realized.
Like somebody come with some accusations against you, I'm going to be on your side.
Yeah.
So, you know, until you get, you know, proved guilty, and other than that, I have to. I mean, she had to.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I was
better or worse.
Yeah.
Sickness and health, to death do us part.
Hell, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So then we see Vashi she's still in her feelings. She never came out of feelings.
Nah.
So now she's telling Hollywood, look, Ralph Angel is pressuring me to get to sign over the
custody papers. Yeah.
She's like, I'm not gonna do it, and that goddamn dollar is still here. She getting in his head. They got something going on. I could feel it in my bones. And she was like, look, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong for how I'm doing it. And Hollywood said, you are wrong. You need to let that boy go.
Yeah, let that boy live his life. True.
I said,
yeah, true.
True. But I feel her.
Yeah, she's.
Cause he on probation too, and I ain't talking about with the law, with Aunt Vi.
Yeah, because of the stuff that was in the shed. See, Hollywood don't even know about the stuff that was in the shed.
That's why I said, Hollywood, did you know about this? Them iPad minis in the shed, them iPhone 7s.
But at the same time, aunts and mothers need to let the freaking boys feel the pressure and the results of their actions.
We ain't gonna have that conversation tonight.
Because if you get shielded from that stuff all your life, you ain't gonna never learn. So,
I call it, it's a book called The Demise of Guys. Read that goddamn book. It talks about how women be
protecting the sons,
ruining men,
protecting them from stuff
because they never become men.
Nope,
they're boys.
They grow up to be weak little boys. So they 35 years old and still 7 years old,
or still living at home with your mama, with your whole family, and you ain't taking care of your mama. Your mama taking care of you. Yeah. That's the difference. So anyway, we're gonna get off that subject. Nova said, look, I want to go out here and I want to talk to to the workers or whatever. She said, you know, get a little history on them, get, you know, have
So
a
we
little
can find out about
conversation.
these guys.
Yeah, and talk to them about their friends. So this is when Ralph Angel lets her know, look, they don't even know about their friends being dead right now.
I was like, what?
None of us speak Spanish. So this is where I got tripped out about, because they went up there to talk to Charlie so that Charlie could talk to them. And then Charlie was like, I barely know Spanish and my Spanish is broken. You sound like you was real fluent to me last week.
Yeah, when you was talking to them and sending them back out in the field, you talked perfectly then.
Yeah. And I don't, like, I understand it. I really can't speak it, but I understand it. She sounded good to me.
Yeah, she sounded pretty cool to me.
So I was like, wait a minute. Huh? But Ralph Angel said, don't fret.
I know somebody.
I knew somebody. So he goes over there and get the teacher. And I was like, is this going to be a cat fight between Darla and the teacher? I was really hoping that would happen, but it didn't happen. So the teacher came over there and she basically called all the workers into the house. The workers were afraid.
For their job.
They were like, we never get called into the big house.
Nah.
Because that's how it felt. Unless something is wrong. So are we fired?
Yeah, because they didn't think they were satisfied with their work anymore.
Yeah, so she let them know, like, no, it has nothing to do with this. And she basically translated to them that there were 2 workers out in the field. And what was the name? Miguel
and Alejandro.
And they were killed. And immediately
they broke.
It was one in particular. He cried. And I was going to say, please don't let this be his brother. Please don't let it be his brother. Because he cried like it was like a family
like
member.
A blood relative.
And I don't, you know, I don't know. But yeah, they broke. And so then they started to share stories about who these guys were. Miguel was a father of 3 married. Alejandro, he was newly married.
And get ready to have a baby boy.
Woo. So, I mean, it was like, dang, it was, it was crazy.
Yeah.
The emotions in that room, even though,
high,
even if you did not understand what they were saying, the emotion in that room was like, what?
It was real.
It was too goddamn real.
Yeah. So it's almost like they were just looking at them as Mexican workers, not thinking that they were real people with real family and real lives. And the part that was so deep, he said, y'all may think we just over here just to get our green card or citizenship. It was like, nah, we over here to get a better life for our family. I was like, oh. And that's the truth.
And if that don't resonate with everybody, I don't know what's wrong with you.
But I take my hats off to our Spanish and Mexican family, because they get a house and they be about 20 of them jokers packed in that house.
Because they got a purpose.
They got a purpose. They trying to take care of their family. Nah, we just want to be 2-3 people in a house paying freaking $5,000 a month.
And blinged out rooms.
Nah, they'll go and get a nice house. Be 20 people up in there. They paying $2 a piece.
Hello. I might move in there with them.
Yeah, it's going.
Because they always cooking something good,
too. Go and give me a room in the corner. We might, matter of fact, might go and live down there with Jorge now.
He'll have us, too.
That's the one dude. His name was Jorge.
Yeah, I love Jorge.
But I know what to tell y'all. When I was taking Spanish in school, my Spanish name was Alejandro.
Was it?
Yeah, buddy.
But anyway. So one of the guys, they, because at this point, Charlie was trying to console one of the guys. And he kind of looked at her like, all of this is your goddamn fault. But he didn't say that.
Nah.
So he asked for prayer. But I told Stan, I said, look at him right there. Don't he look like a Spanish version of Ralph Angel? He look just like him. So the guy was like, look, can we have prayer? So they went ahead and they prayed in Spanish or whatever. And I mean, it was a breaking moment. Then we see Nova. She gets a telephone call from the sheriff. Well, come to find out, they were robbed by a meth addict.
Yeah, which makes sense now.
And they still had the ID on them.
Yeah.
Stanley said, you sure won't dollar? I said, stop playing. That's not funny. But yeah, a meth head, basically. And this is the story that they told, that they were probably crossing over into another field, trying to make a cut to get to the bus. But
they got shot in their field, so we knew that wasn't the case.
Or I don't know how it happened. All we know is they did.
We just know that the meth head rolled up on them and shot them and killed them and took their money.
And that's a daggone shame. So it is usually stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
petty bullshit.
Nova tells her about, look, time to go find you. Just find you. I don't know what it is that's going on with you. Don't put your energy in the Ralph Angel no more. Don't put your energy in the Hollywood no more.
Yeah, put that weight in your purpose.
And I agree with that.
I said that's deep.
So then we got Darla and Ralph Angel. She done wiggled her way back into his heart. She talking about, hey, I want to spend some more time with my baby. I want to see him breathe up and down a little bit more.
Yeah. He said, you got a car seat?
He said it's a booster seat. Yes. I'll help you out with that. You know, we'll work something out. I said, oh, hell, they gonna be bumping belly soon.
There you go.
Again. And then we see Remy and Charlie. They went ahead because Remy was like, look, the road's back open. I got to go check on my own property. And they had this embrace, and I wanted to know what happened the night before because we didn't.
Because they said, don't tell nobody.
He said, look, she said about last night. He said, what about last night? Because everybody I know around here grown. So all they're going to see is two grown people that look like taking something to the next level. Well, she can't take nothing to the next level.
She's still married.
Somebody had said that in the comments. They was like, well, her husband cheated, but she's
still married though. Yeah, so like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. And her life is already jacked up. So if she messed with him while she's still married, it's gonna jack her even more, especially if the judge find out when she do a divorce.
That's right.
She ain't getting skipped.
And I always agree with the fact that even when you're not married, like when you are in a relationship and it's fresh, close that joker out, close it.
Yeah,
close it, put it on the shelf, and let it get dusty.
Because of if the lawyer that's representing her husband find out that she in the committing adultery too, it's gonna be hard for her to get something out of the situation.
Yeah, and I mean, and even for you personally, from a mental, emotional standpoint,
your integrity and your character,
have to, and you gotta heal.
That. Yeah, you gotta live with that.
You can't go from one relationship to another, because that's how you end up replacing.
But that's what she was trying to tell Remy too. But he was like, you know, he lonely and horny, so he don't care about her process.
And he needs somebody to cook. Because he said he been eating too many TV dinners. So that's basically how it ended.
Yeah,
it was good.
I said Oprah and what's her name? Eva.
I don't know what her name is. I forgot.
I think it's Eva. If I'm saying it right. If I'm not, y'all let me know.
So Remy said, look, I'm here when
they doing a good job on Queen Sugar, because it definitely help us bounce back from If Loving You Is Wrong, which we said that was a pretty good episode last night.
Oh, y'all, don't forget, I meant to say this last night too. Don't forget to check out our behind the scenes of how we do the reviews and all of that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that.
Everybody seems to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just take you behind the scenes of how we do it from start to finish. The only difference is usually when we in here, we don't have clothes on and stuff. No, I'm just playing. But usually we don't. So we had to put, look halfway
do the review butterball naked.
We be in pajamas and everything else, whatever.
See, we could be #naked reviewers. I bet you we get
Do you remember?
We get a whole lot more subscribers then.
Do you remember? So off subject. But remember that time that we came across that video where that woman was preaching and she had her titties out?
Her titties, yeah. No, her got on, well.
The titties was out.
Our bishop called them eyeballs.
Well, her eyeballs was out.
Her eyeballs were showing.
And I said, what the hell is she doing?
But she said she was preaching the gospel from the stripper pole.
Y'all look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah.
I said, come on. I said. Anyway, straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down. Holla.